Hey everybody, so it's been a while since I've done one of these, and whether or not I'll have Pat with me after, but we are going to see Halloween Kills today. I know I'm a week late, but with everything that was going on last week, and especially with Pat and Crystal and what they went through last week, that we weren't able to necessarily go out. Surprisingly enough, my wife saw it before me. She never goes to movies, but hey, she went and saw this. And she said she did enjoy it, which I do take to heart when I, think about, her seeing movies, since she rarely goes out to see any movies, and she's got an eclectic taste in terms of what movies she really likes. So, it means that maybe I'll have fun. Now, I did enjoy Halloween, the 2018 continuation reboot weird thing that they did. And so, who knows what this is going to be like. What I'm just expecting from this is something that is just entertaining. That's it. I'm not expecting it to be this giant revelation, them trying to do a whole extra backstory. Oh, look at the plane. Anything like that. I just want this to be a fun movie. Hopefully it doesn't drag down. What I did like about the 2018 one is that I felt that it carried itself well, and that it moved, at a good pace, versus some of these movies, especially all these ones I've been watching lately for this 31 and 31, all seem to be moving like they hit the middle of it, and it's like a snail's pace in what they're doing. So looking forward to this hopefully being nice and just, entertaining enough that I just enjoy myself. I want to see, I don't know, I know that back in the day with the original Halloween, the reason that you don't have, the big kills is because they wanted to tone it down and not be this, violent, movie, and they wanted to make sure that people were scared, but they didn't need all the extra stuff, the gore, the kills, and all that stuff. So I'm expecting, especially based upon the 2018 version of the film, that this is probably going to be, if there are kills, probably going to be some gory kills. Which still, audiences are different nowadays, so we'll see what happens with this. But oh, look who it is! Everybody that's late coming to the show. What are they gonna do? They're gonna go get popcorn. And we say hi to Joey. Hi, Joey. How are you doing?
Pat, to tell you guys.
What's your thoughts?
Well, I'm hoping for some good kills. I mean, we all know slashers really aren't scary movies, but let's get a good jump scare and let's get some good kills.
All right,
creative kills.
Crystal's all dressed up for this.
I'm just hoping that it's
What about you, Joey?
Sporting the hat.
Oh, there we go. Okay, fucker. What are your thoughts? Oh, that's great.
I'm just hoping for senseless violence, even though technically every preview we probably saw showed every single kill that's probably going to happen.
All right. Mary?
It's going to be great, and I love scary movies.
She's going to cower like a bitch the whole entire time.
That's why I have to sit here, right?
And I think Andrew will agree. We hope to see some movies.
Hey, everybody. So, I am back from watching Halloween Kills. So, this is going to be kind of my, thoughts on this one. And later on, there's on the It Be Like That podcast. If you check that out, IBLT podcast, Pat and I are going to talk about it as well. So I want to kind of get the thoughts that I have right now out of my head, and then probably a little bit more tomorrow after this has been recorded when that podcast is released. So if you want to get Pat's opinion on everything, I'd listen to that. So what did I think about Halloween Kills? So I'll say this right now, and maybe there will be a nice little graphic along the top that says spoilers, because I'm going to spoil shit. It's been out for about a week. It's available on Peacock, or if you go to the theaters, you can do it that way. But because there's a lot to talk about, and just right off the bat, I'm kind of split. I'm right down the middle with this movie. It has I think some really dumb things in it, and it has some really fucking fantastic things in it. So let's talk first about the fantastic things. The kills are absolutely fantastic. They're brutal. And that does lead to one of the bad things in my mind. But I mean, he is just fucking unstoppable, and the way that he kills, from the moment that he gets on screen till the end of the movie, it's just absolutely like crazy. Like they just wanted to amp things up to fucking 11. They somehow got the Spinal Tap fucking amp, and they turned that all the way up just to make sure that it goes past 10 and that we're in for a treat. So it makes me wonder what they're going to do with the next movie, which also brings me to something else that I did not like with everything. Then I love the sense of tension in this movie. The sense of tension was really, really, really good. Whenever he was showing up, and even though you knew he was just going to kind of go fucking crazy, it was like, how are we going to get away from this? Where are we going to go? I love that they brought back really old characters that, you know, you brought. It's going to be brought up tomorrow when I'm like, I can't remember, and Pat will know. But the sheriff dad of the first babysitter that gets killed in the original Halloween, you got Tommy is back in this movie. All the survivors from the original Halloween are in this movie. It is really great. I absolutely love it as Zach goes running around chasing after the cat. It's just like that stuff makes me feel so nostalgic, and just it's really cool to see. I really enjoyed that. And just when you have these scenes where he's chasing people around, you know he's there. How is he going to come after them? How is he going to get them? The thing is that you can be like this mass killer and you can just fucking slaughter everybody, and it can be, you know, to like be like a gory movie like Tokyo Gore Police, where, you know, people are just going to get killed and body limbs are going to fly everywhere and they're going to do all these things. It's, you know, it can be that, but even though the kills are relatively brutal or pretty brutal in this movie, you still have that tension as he's trying to attack them. Where is he going to be? How is he going to get them? Is he going to be in this spot? Is he going to be where you think he is? It's great. I absolutely love that. I think that is really good. So I really think that they understand to a T their version of Michael Myers, right? What they kind of brought in, what Danny McBride has done with both of these movies is make you fear Michael Myers, which is a big portion of this movie. I also like the fact that they still don't try to explain where Michael Myers comes from, how he got these powers, how he does this stuff. They don't. It is still like the original, where it's you know, it's the shape, and even though there are some little bits where he loses his mask and you kind of get a look at him, but it's not clearly a look at him. You know, I like that they did those types of things. I think that's great and absolutely wonderful. And so those things about this movie, I just really, really liked. And then what's the bad about this movie? It starts off with a bang, and I've said this a lot lately. It gets a little slow in the middle, but it's not like super slow. But I feel like there's the subplot of the other inmate or the other person from the asylum that escaped in the first, like, of this trilogy that's going to happen, and them all chasing after him and doing that. I don't know if it was necessarily needed. I get it that they were trying to say, like get a point across with it, right? That they were trying to talk about how Mike Myers doesn't just kill people, he instills fear with everything. He's the true boogeyman. Okay, I get your point, but I don't know if I necessarily need that. I like just the other stuff. I didn't necessarily need the mob mentality to go on, and for Tommy to be basically, you know, proven wrong, and that you can't, you know, just incite everybody and create this fear and this mob that's going to go out and commit mob justice. Like, that's not going to work. You need to find something else. While I like that sentiment, like I said, I just don't know if that necessarily needs to be it. After all, you're ready creating the mob, and you're ready going out, and you're bringing all these people to go kill Michael Myers because you have to kill the guy. And you know, there's a couple of characters that get introduced that are just fodder for the kill, and you make them feel like they're going to be better, and then you're like, you know, yeah. There's a couple of jokes that really hit. There's a couple of kills that are really fucking funny, and they don't necessarily need to be funny. But I think that they work with that type of humor added to it. This is also like bad decisions in the movie. It's like constantly these characters are just making dumb decisions, you know, and they're getting killed because of it. And a lot of it has to do with, again, the whole mob mentality that we have to kill Michael Myers. This needs to end tonight. We have to do this. And that is, I feel like, such a negative like thing. Like there's a couple people that just get killed because they're just in his way, you know, and that sucks. And but I get those kills, right? The mob stuff, I don't know, you know, if you're going to have the randomness of those other kills, then maybe don't do the mob stuff, or just do the mob stuff of these people like going after him and realizing that, hey, you're not strong enough to kill Michael Myers. And that's what you're seeing for the whole movie. You know, that the theme of Halloween Kills is that they have to kill Michael Myers, right? That's basically what I feel the title means for this movie. I could be totally wrong, and I've been plenty wrong in the past in my interpretation of things, but that's the great thing about opinions, is everybody has them. And, you know, I've got this popcorn stuck in my like teeth that just does not want to come out, and it's really fucking annoying. The kernel's going around my mouth. So pardon me for like licking the underside of my top lip. But I really feel like they could have maybe made the characters a little smarter. And I guess with the whole mob stuff, I understand it. It makes people dumb, right? You know, you got the granddaughter now going after Michael Myers with her boyfriend who survives from the first movie and finds the sheriff that was stabbed in the neck, you know, and I like the little flashbacks too that they did to give you a little bit more story and to enhance upon it. I love the fact that they put Loomis in this movie, and it's not just any Loomis, it's Donald Pleasance. They use that whole, you know, face thing to put him in the movie, and it's very surprising that he's there. There's like the scene when they go in the house, the boyfriend goes with, this is a better one. You have the couple, the gay couple, right? And the guy locks the front door, and then when they go to the back, it's like, oh, you know, there's, and this is all played for comedic effect too, by the way. You know, they see the handprint on the back, and Michael has come into the house, right? Oh my God, there's somebody else here. Instead of just getting the fuck out of there, they decide, oh, wouldn't it be funny if the guy's going to be all fucking macho and take off all his rings and take off his watch for like 2 minutes, and then he's going to grab the smallest knife from the charcuterie board and then go after Michael Myers because they think it's just a random intruder in the house? I don't know if that would be the response. Wouldn't it be like, look, call the police, and then let's get the fuck out of here, or just let's get the fuck out of here and call the fucking police because it's not worth it. I know there's some like machismo things that could be going on, but I just feel like it's a stupid decision. And what do stupid decisions gets them both fucking killed. And especially when, and I always forget the dude's name, but I always remember him from fucking Mad TV, who plays Little John. It's Big John and Little John. That plays Little John. You know, all I'm thinking about is Mad fucking TV every time. No, stop it. No. You know, kid that's the umbilical cord that's still attached to his mom. And like he goes in and he sees his, you know, lover dead on the floor with his eyes fucking gouged out. And again, another fucking brutal scene. And then looks up and he sees Michael's, oh, you've come home. And then you don't try to get the fuck out of there. Like, you don't see him, and you get up hella slowly, and you're just like totally there. Like, oh, well, I guess this is it. And all Michael wants to be is fucking home at this point. So you're going to stay and get your fucking ass killed instead of trying to run away again and warn somebody or tell somebody's there. At least give yourself a fucking fighting chance. Get out of the fucking house and be done with it. It's like ridiculous that's what it comes down to. Also, another bonus point for the film, even though it's not on screen, they do kill a kid. And not many horror movies will kill a kid nowadays. You know, he's a teenager, so maybe that's why they're like, oh, well, that's the only way that's going to go. But you do see his head rolling around in the movie, so that's kind of a, you know, interesting choice and not something that you normally see. And then, you know, the whole thing, not having Laurie Strode in it for a lot of this movie, she was not, you know, I would say she was in a good 20 minutes of the last movie, maybe more. You know, not necessarily the focal point. I totally get it. But she's kind of the focal point, you know, when you're trying to bring her back. And yeah, I get she's in the hospital and she's, you know, recovering from her wounds and she's not going to do much, but she's barely in the goddamn movie. Like, there's nothing really else other than to give some disposition, and that's it. And the disposition is not really good, other than to explain at the end of the movie is that Michael Myers, you know, you can't just kill him with brutality because he's fear incarnate. Okay, yeah, that's great. You know, it's decent lines and everything like that. And I love Jamie Lee Curtis, you know, from, you know, original Halloween and True Lies, and even God, New Year's Evil, Terror Train or whatever that was called. God damn it, I always forget the name of that movie that takes place on New Year's on a train. Like, Prom Night, all these movies that she's done, even Freaky fucking Friday, she's fucking fantastic in. And it's great to see her in it, and it's great to see her be Laurie Strode again, and it's great for her to have this experience, and it just all fits. But at the same time, it's like, why not just say, oh, Laurie's knocked out as she's in a coma and she'll be back? Like, you know, this whole thing of, I've got to fight Michael, I've got to be the one to destroy him, and then she's just kind of fucking useless. I guess maybe I was expecting more out of, you know, the whole thing, rather than it be, you know, what it was in the movie. Last thing, continuity. Continuity in this movie is fucking terrible. I don't fucking get it. You know, there's a bunch of scenes where things are kind of around the place. The biggest one, the two main ones that I was like, okay, in other parts I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. I can deal with it. But the two main ones is when the gay couple, you know, they get in with Michael Myers, they lock the front door. And then when they come back, the door's unlocked. So you're going to say that, you know, Michael Myers is inviting people into the house now. He's going to unlock the front door to make sure people come in and get fucking killed. I don't think he would have done that. He was just going to stand up in his room and stare out the fucking window and give terror to everybody. Like, that's where I felt. I was like, okay, that doesn't make any fucking sense. And then the other one is when the granddaughter has the blade from, you know, the first of these films, and then leaves it next to Laurie Strode's head and tucks it underneath the pillow. Then Laurie wakes up, and then all of a sudden everything is, the knife's not there anymore. It's over on the chair, and nobody that you know has come in there. I get it that, you know, maybe the nurse came and said, oh, well, we're going to take this from the bed and we're going to move it over there, do something like that. But it's like she woke up almost immediately after the granddaughter left, and the granddaughter left the knife there, and she would have seen it and been like, oh, there's something weird going on here. And the fact that you got to lie to her, but I kind of get that point. The last thing is the fact that the production company, that Blumhouse and everybody else, said that there was going to be another movie. They said that this is a trilogy, and they already named the last movie Halloween Ends. Okay, so this is the middle film, and I'll talk about that in a second. But it ruins the ending for me. Like, are you really think that they're going to kill Michael Myers at the end of this movie? That they're going to go down when they start getting the mob and they start killing him? And I know when Laurie talks, and all of a sudden he gets up and he starts killing fools once again. Like, you think that they're going to do it? No, it's like, okay. I kind of wish that they had, you know, maybe left it on the fact that he's dead there on the ground, right? And do the little speech and then just end the movie. But no, we got to show Michael Myers getting up, killing fucking everybody, and then, you know, killing the mom at the end of the film. And it's like, okay, I would totally be sold into that ending if it weren't for the fact that I knew there was going to be another film. So, fuck you, Blumhouse, in this regard. You should have announced this after the fact, because they were already planning the third movie. And it doesn't matter, I don't think what this movie would have made, that they probably got a good payout because they know that a lot of people are going to watch it on fucking Peacock, and it had a really good run in the movie theaters, right? For the first weekend at 50 million. This weekend is probably going to be more because it's released around the right time. And I'm not saying, these are just my gripes. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying these things like ruin stuff for me. It's like Pet Sematary. When I saw Pet Sematary, saw the trailer, and it fucking ruins the twist that they changed out which kid is actually going to die and be buried in the goddamn Pet Sematary. That ruined the whole fucking movie for me. Because it didn't leave anything to wonder or question. And that's where I have it in this movie. Because I know there's going to be another one, of course they're not going to kill fucking Michael Myers. It would have been great, just like the beginning of this movie. Just like this one. And it takes a while to get to the point that Michael Myers comes out of the house. That you know there's okay, we got Halloween Kills, so what happened? How does he survive? And then you see it in the film. Like, there's intrigue. I want to know. And you do see, Michael kind of running around doing stuff. But exactly how did he survive down there, right? Being trapped. And even one of the traps, like, that she set that would have locked him downstairs, like, I get the guy busted through the different part of the thing as the house is burning down. But they don't know anybody's inside. Why would they fucking go inside? It makes no sense. Again, why would you go inside a burning building because you're going to try to save the Stroud house? And I think that it's not the trailer's fault on this one. I think that it's the studio's fault for making sure that we knew that more were coming and another one was coming. And I wish I would have had that, like, surprise. Would I have liked it more? Probably. I don't think it's a bad ending. I don't think that it's, it's terrible. But if anybody's surprised that fucking Michael Myers lives at the end of this movie, are you fucking, like, not reading anything about Halloween? Because it's plastered all over the fucking place. So I just feel the heft of the ending is not there because I have this knowledge, right? Like I said, it's like a trailer ruining a movie for me. So when the next Halloween actually finishes filming, is going to come out, I may watch the first trailer. I'm going to try to, avoid every other trailer after that because I don't want anything ruined for me. In fact, I might even not even watch the trailer itself, and I assume that it's going to be Laurie Strode trying to end the whole thing and making sure that she's the one that does it because she has a line in this movie that she thinks she knows how to kill him, and that's the way it's going to go. And so I applaud the granddaughter for being like, I got to go out there and do this. But again, the boyfriend makes another dumb decision and turns his back on the thing. I love the fact, too, though, that he does come out of the closet, just like kind of Laurie did in the original one, hiding there, and he was going after her. This time, he's coming from that place where it was, that she was trying to find solace and protection, and now you can't hide anywhere from Michael Myers. So, I'm going to give this 3 out of 5 eyes bulging out of the head. Like I said, I think this is very enjoyable. I'm really down the middle on this one. I think that if there were some cleaner things in it, if I didn't know that there was going to be a sequel after this, that maybe I would have enjoyed it more. That's really what kind of upset me the most with this film. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out, there's all the podcasts that are going on, all the 31 and 31 videos that are up here on the YouTube channel or IGTV. You can catch them all here. And I guess we'll see you next time on maybe another movie review sometime soon. I'm planning on watching Dune this weekend. Hopefully that'll be as entertaining. So thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you later.